Before I start this video, let me state this fact. Refined carbohydrates are not only simple carbohydrates but can also be complex carbohydrates, that is starch, but minus the bran and germ of a given grain. Let me explain. The grain, also called a kernel, is made up of three edible parts. Bran, which contains fiber, B vitamins and antioxidants. Germ also contains B vitamins, protein, minerals and healthy fats, and endosperm, mostly containing carbohydrates. Now, when you refine a wheat grain or a rice grain, you're stripping off the bran and the germ, thereby removing most of the grain's goodness. Refined and processed grains are pure starch, a form of complex carbohydrates, but devoid of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. When you consume refined carbohydrates like white rice, white bread, bakery products like cakes, pastries, and other foods made with white flour, also called maida in Hindi, the sugars in them get absorbed quickly, causing a faster blood sugar rise. The pancreas has to release a lot of insulin to combat this sudden rise of sugar in your blood. With your frequent consumption of refined carbs and processed sugars, the cells in your body start to resist insulin because so much is released every time you eat those foods. This leads to a condition called insulin resistance, which then ultimately leads to type 2 diabetes. Added sugar in foods and refined sugar were non-existent a few hundred years ago. Did you know that when refined sugar was created, it was considered healthy? Because only the elite class could afford it. In the 1700s, sugar consumption was only 4 pounds per annum. It increased to 60 pounds per annum in the 1900s. In the 21st century, the average worldwide sugar consumption is a whopping 170 pounds per annum. In fact, added sugar is present in 75% of the processed foods and beverages in the United States, and the reality is no different globally. Sugar is added to pastries, biscuits, ketchup, cured meats, candy, bread, soups, cereals, salad dressing, pasta sauces, flavored yogurts, and so forth. Let me discuss the side effects of overeating refined sugar or foods that have added sugar in them. The first side effect of sugar is unwanted weight gain and obesity. It's interesting to note that a large percentage of calories from added sugar comes from soda, juices, and other sugary drinks. To be precise, SSBs, also known as sugar sweetened beverages, account for more than 1/3 of the calories from added sugar. A recent review of 30 studies, none of them SSB industry sponsored, concluded that sugar sweetened beverages are associated with weight gain and obesity. A total of 244,651 participants were included in this review. Of the 30 studies, 20 studies were conducted on children. Another review looked at 60 studies related to the effect of SSB consumption on obesity and diabetes-related outcomes, and found that 34 of the 60 studies reported a positive correlation between the two. The 26 studies that suggested consumption of SSBs has no link with obesity and or diabetes had funding ties to the sugar industry. Numerous other studies support a strong association of SSB consumption with an increased link to obesity. Point number 2, side effects of sugar, type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a sugar-related disease. Let me explain. Type 2 diabetes is diagnosed when either the pancreas beta cells cannot produce enough insulin, or when the insulin receptors become desensitized and no longer respond to insulin. Now, insulin is a hormone that regulates your blood sugar. Essentially, it moves the sugar from the blood into the cells. To maintain homeostasis, the human body cannot have more than 1 teaspoon of sugar in its blood at any given point of time. To maintain this amount of sugar in the blood, insulin is released by the beta cells of the pancreas. As I mentioned before, insulin resistance happens when the liver, muscle, or fat cells do not respond well to insulin. Scores of scientific literature indicate that the consumption of SSBs causes insulin resistance. Insulin resistance significantly increases the risk of having type 2 diabetes. A 2014 meta-analysis by Boissy et al. Titled Intake of Fruit Juice and Incidence of Type 2 Diabetes aimed to estimate the link between sugar-sweetened fruit juice intake and risk of type 2 diabetes. This meta-analysis of 4 studies included a total participants of 191,686 participants. It concluded that a higher intake of sugar-sweetened fruit juice significantly increased the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And don't forget that unwanted weight gain or obesity is a risk factor for developing diabetes as well. Side effect number 3, excess sugar can cause tooth decay and other dental problems. When mixed with saliva and bacteria, sugar can dissolve the enamel of teeth, ultimately leading to cavities. The more sugar your teeth are exposed to, the higher the risk of developing cavities. Sugar-sweetened beverages, which include juices, sports drink, energy drinks, vitamin water, are the main culprit here again. Many people drink these sugary beverages many times in a day. This prolonged sugar exposure causes more damage to your teeth. Therefore, especially if you drink sugary beverages, it's important to practice good oral hygiene. Brushing your teeth at least twice a day in the morning and before going to bed is the best way to protect them from sugar, cavities, and other dental problems. Side effect number 4, it can increase the risk of various chronic diseases. In a 2014 study published in the JAMA Internal Medicine, Kwang-Yang et al. Concluded that a higher percentage of added sugar calories, 70 to 21%, increased cardiovascular mortality risk by 38%, and the relative risk was more than double for those who consumed 21% more calories from added sugar. A few more studies support the same conclusion. A recent article in Science Daily concluded that added sugar could lead to a condition called leptin resistance. Leptin is a powerful hormone that regulates healthy body weight. A few randomized control trials are also consistent with the fact that added sugars are responsible for high blood pressure, which in turn increases the risk of heart disease. Side effect number 5, it causes aging and skin wrinkling. Sugar reacts with proteins in the body, forming advanced glycation end products, abbreviated as AGEs. AGEs damage the elastin and collagen molecules in the skin. So if you want to look young and avoid early wrinkling, it's best to follow the suggestion I'm about to give you. So how much sugar can you eat in a day? With so many side effects of sugar, you may be wondering how much you can eat in a day. Or perhaps you should strive to eliminate this ingredient altogether. Let me tell you, sugar is addictive. It is a mighty enemy. It has dozens of aliases, meaning it is in your food products disguised by many other names. Now, this chart provides a few dozen aliases for sugar on the ingredient list of packaged foods. The most common types of added sugar are sucrose and high fructose corn syrup. The latter is a man-made sugar that is even deadlier than sucrose. All these names are added sugar and should be accounted for when deciding how many calories you consume from added sugars every day. The WHO recommends limiting added sugar to less than 10% of your total daily intake. This means for a 2000 calorie diet, one should not eat more than 200 calories from added sugar. The American Heart Association has a more conservative estimate. It recommends a limit of 100 calories for women and 150 calories for men from added sugars. To put things in perspective, just 1 can of any soft drink has about 9 teaspoons of sugar in it, which equates to 180 calories from added sugar. Since sugar is a powerful enemy, if you try and eliminate it from your diet, you'll probably fail. Therefore, the best strategy is to minimize it. So here are the 3 most effective ways I know to reduce your sugar intake significantly. First, read labels on anything that comes in a wrapper or a box. While it's best to limit foods in wrapper or boxes, be sure to carefully read the labels if you include them in your diet. One pro tip when reading nutrition label is to look at the ingredient list instead of what is written on the front of the box. Now, billions of dollars are spent on food advertising and marketing every year, and food companies hire the best minds to lure you into buying their products, often by putting unsubstantiated claims on the front of the package about how good their product is for your health. The truth about the product can be found in its ingredient list. Usually the first 3 ingredients comprise at least 70 to 80% of the product. Second, sugar-sweetened beverages are a big no-no. Avoid it. As mentioned previously, SSBs are the main culprit as they are responsible for at least 33% of added sugar calories. There are so many natural and healthy beverages like black organic coffee, black tea, green tea, matcha tea, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and so forth that you can prioritize over energy drinks, vitamin water, and of course, soft drinks. If you are addicted to drinking sugar-laden beverages, opt for the sugar-free versions. Now the question though is, are sugar-free beverages safe to use? Well, to conclude, we need a comprehensive scientific analysis, so this is a topic for some other day. But for now, know that sugar-free versions are better than their sugary counterparts. And a few more tips. Skip the sugary granola or packaged cereals that promise you so many health benefits and simply opt for plain oats or quinoa. Avoid juicing your fruits. Instead, eat them whole to ensure you ingest enough fiber to slow down gastric emptying and keep your blood sugar from spiking up too much. Add stevia to your tea or coffee. Use extra virgin olive oil or flaxseed oil as salad dressing oils instead of commercially available salad dressings which have added sugar in them. Avoid sugary cocktails which have a lot of added sugar in them. Instead, drink them with water or drink them old school on the rocks. Not that I'm promoting alcohol. If you like this video, smash the like button. It helps with the rankings, and consider subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you're first to be notified when the next video will be live. Ciao.